Hey everybody, I hope your day is going great. It's about to get better. We're going to talk about taking an abundance of fresh fruit and freezing it as quick as you can. I'm going to show you how to do it so when you don't have a lot of time, but you have a lot of fruit, you can get it in the freezer, leave it very versatile, keep it looking shiny, and when you have more time, you can spin it off any way you choose. Here we go. I'm going to show you how.
I'm Stacey Taves. For me, healthy food and sustainability are totally connected. You can grow it yourself. Nature is generous.
Hey guys, welcome to the orchard. This is our biggest and most productive pear tree behind me, and it's just wrapping up its season. It's the end of the season for pears. I've been pulling some beauties off of here, and we're gonna pick fresh fruit off the tree and flash freeze it, and I'm gonna show you how to do it so it stays shiny and it's versatile for you to use in the future when it's frozen. Now, you could do this with a lot of other fruits. You could do it with apples, with nectarines, with peaches. Maybe you get a score on mangoes. You could do it with any of these fruits, but I'm gonna show you how to do it with pears. We had a pear this last week that I picked, and honestly, I'll show you a photo there. It was more than 500 grams, well over a pound in weight. So some of the fruit we're getting off here is huge. It's gonna be exciting, and I'll show you how. Here we go. A lot of times when people think about preserved fruit, they think about canned pears or canned peaches, and today we're going to preserve fruit, but what you're going to have as a finished product is a bag of frozen fruit. Now this is frozen pears. They're hard, they're all separating inside, and you could use them in a smoothie, in muffins, in a pie, in a crumble, in a crisp, so many different ways. And the key here is you get a lot of fruit all at once if you've got a tree or access to lots of fruit, and you want to have a way to do something with it that'll leave you time and then give you options down the road, and that's what we're going to do today. You're going to finish off with bags of frozen fruit that are sliced and versatile. So I'm just going to jump right into it and show you what to do. Okay, so just to show you what I've got, additional to fresh fruit, is I've got a chopping board and a knife. I've got a container I can put my compost and my cores into. I've got a liter of water in a container with a strainer or a sieve. I'm using a product called Fruit Fresh, but you could use something as simple as lemon juice. Fruit Fresh asks you to use a lot. I don't use a lot. I use less than half of what they ask for, but in a liter of water, I'm only going to use that much, about a teaspoon or two. And that's going to be all the difference on leaving your fruit looking shiny and fresh when it's been frozen, and then you put it into freezer bags. So let me show you what to do, and I'm going to bring the camera in a little closer while I talk to it so you can see what's going on. But before we do that, cue the pear right off the tree. Here we go with a fresh one. It's so simple to do it this way, guys. I'm taking fresh fruit, and all I'm doing first of all is quartering it. And when I quarter it, I get any surprises of what might be a problem or not a problem. Very simple. Then I put it on its edge and I take the quarters out, and I have a composting container. If anything doesn't look good, I take it out. Then I cut it into even slices and I put it into my container of the Fruit Fresh in water or lemon juice in water. That's all there is to it. So that's it there. Some nice even slices. Get them into the water solution with the Fruit Fresh, and that's a preserved pear. Really simple. Now we'll go to the next step. It's really important at this stage to get your pears fairly dry. They've been in this solution for one reason: to prevent the spoilage or the discoloration. And now what they're going to on is a baking sheet with parchment paper. I have about 5 or 6 pears in the container, and that's when I have enough to cover a full baking sheet. So I'm just draining the water off, dumping them on there, and spreading them out. Parchment paper is key. It'll prevent it from sticking, freezing, or clumping. When you get them all spread out like that, they're ready to go in the freezer. So when you got a cookie sheet, or maybe 3 or 4 or 5 cookie sheets ready to go like that, pop them in the freezer. Usually I find 2-3 hours, and they freeze right up so that they're frozen enough on the exterior to not be sticking or clumping, and they're free flowing. So that when you take them, in this case this one's pulled fresh out of the freezer, they're able to be picked up. You can chew them and bite them but they're frozen, and now they can go into a smoothie, a muffin, a pie, a cake, a crumble, anything you choose. But taking them off the parchment paper, put them straight in a freezer bag. All the instructions are going to come up right there, right from grabbing the fruit, quartering it, coring it, and so on. You can see that there. That's all you need to know. You've done everything you need to do. Apples, pears, nectarines, mangoes. There's so many different fruits that you can do this with, and it's incredibly simple. Enjoy. Freezing fruit's amazing, but as noted, canning can be amazing as well. You might want to check out on my site that I have a very simple video called Canning Peaches. Check that out if you need to. And if you guys have been watching this on YouTube, please subscribe, click that little bell there. You'll get notifications each time I put out another episode that's hopeful, helpful, and healthy. Till next time.